What's up, YouTube? Hey man, we got something different. So I was talking to my editor. This camera looks like it's all like a bit. Oh my goodness. I talked to my editor. He like try to drop some reaction video that's more relevant. You know what I'm saying? So hey, this is the Mr. Beast allegations. So if you don't know, I can give you a quick update. Mr. Beast, I knew this kind of gonna happen because him and Chandler and Chris, it was all cool, but over time, I don't know what got into Chris. Just let him doing the things he does. If you don't know, type up the transformation of Chris. You'll know after that. But what I feel like, you can't be mad at Mr. Beast because that's his friend. He probably tried to stop his friend and probably still try to let him be on his channel just because that was his dog. You know what I'm saying? Internet, he doing that weirdo. So when he got caught up with the new stuff with Chris messing with legit, nah, it's intolerable by Mr. Beast, and now he gotta let you go. So you can't sit up there and bash Mr. Beast. Like all this money this man done did, all this stuff this man done did, like, come on, bro. Come on, man. But we gonna see. We gonna see. Let's see what this video talking about.
Mr. Beast gave me a fake job, flew me out there to work. I worked my butt off, took all my ideas, sent me home and told me there wasn't a job available, and then proceeded to not only do that, but then to take my ideas, steal, and then make a video.
Another day, another dollar. Mr. Beast's getting exposed yet again by another employee, and it's time for me, a shitty, shameless commentary channel, to milk him for money to pay my rent. The plot twist in this one is crazy, so stay tuned till the end because I promise it won't disappoint. No intro today, Black Man got robbed. We're taking this seriously. So the creator I'm talking about is named Ty Orr, and he came out with a little bit of a hit piece on Mr. Beast, claiming that he worked for him, and it was quite a doozy, let me tell you.
Making ideas for him to make videos. I swear to God, that's what my job is. It's not editing, and that's what I got from our meetings.
To not misrepresent anything, I gotta give you guys some further context. Basically, this guy wasn't directly hired by Mr. Beast, but he was sort of kind of like invited to fly into their headquarters for a bit of a vibe check.
Working at Mr. Beast, we are collaborative first, and I was...
And you hit me with an ad. That's how many times you hit me with an ad. But, I mean, when you work with Mr. Beast, bro, like... I'm just trying to get paid, bro. At the end of the day, bro, I mean... If you ask me what type of videos that he should drop... Yeah, because I do that. I pay people just to tell me what videos they'd like to see, you know what I'm saying? And I see. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a method for this, bro. He's been doing this for too long.
Forward your submission. Don't know how you got it, but let's keep going. If you're interested, I would love to chat about your potential full-time or contract role work on Mr. Beast's creative team.
You know, they're going back and forth. They're jiggling at his balls. He's going to be meeting the team, checking out the studios, yada yada. They're going to be paying for his flights, his hotel, his Popeyes, I don't know.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
I'm not going to show you guys all the texts and back and forth they went to because honestly, it's not really that important and you can check out the full video yourself. But here's the part where we get Carolina Reaper spicy because before they flew this guy out, they had him like fill out this form to pick between two videos and write out prompts for them. The world's most dangerous trap room. 24 hours to spend $1 million.
The world's most dangerous trap rooms. So we're taking a look right here. I have the prompt and it says the world's most dangerous trap room. And in my intro, I have PT hallway, I have the elevator, floating obstacle course. Instead of using floating blocks, which is impossible, we will use floating rack hoisted by 4 cranes. Floating rack hoisted 200 feet in the air. Each section of the obstacle course will change depending on the distance made. Start from one platform to another to advance. Safety harness will be eliminated due to the net underneath the platform.
Sounds a bit familiar to me, hey?
So I want to talk a little bit more about my experience of being at the Mr. Beast warehouse. I've never once personally ever signed an NDA. In all my emails and all my correspondences and all my text messages, I have never once ever signed an NDA. But what I think what they're doing, there is an iPad as soon as you get to the warehouse, as soon as you walk in, and you have to sign in. And they ask you things like your first name, last name, email address, all that, phone number and stuff like that. And I have a very, very, very high suspicion that when you sign your name in there and you sign in, I think you're also signing an NDA.
Well, I guess that is feasible, feastable.
Let's be fair. Jimmy's like been you know, he's under a lot of shit right now, but this, you can't really criticize it, right? I just said that as he's giving all the kids Feastables.
Some morons might think I'm dick riding for Mr. Beast, but I'm pretty sure that concealing an NDA is literally a crime. Now, I'm no lawyer, but how do you miss an NDA? Shouldn't it be like right there? Shouldn't it be pretty obvious? I'm pretty sure this guy didn't sign any NDAs. I think he's genuinely good. He's just a little paranoid, and I don't blame him. It's Mr. Beast. He's coming for him. Anyway, this guy goes over Mr. Beast studio structures, how it's all structured, how they make videos, how they got grunts taking the notes and all that fun stuff, and
we're working on a video. We're working on a video called The World's Most Dangerous Obstacle Course. Now we are getting to the part where you finally can understand why I'm so mad, so upset.
Dude, straight up Five Nights at Freddy's jump scared me. Goddamn.
Here on out, I'm going to start speaking more theoretically so I don't get sued. So there may or may not have walls in this Mr. Beast studio.
I doubt they have walls in there, you liar. Obviously, this is clipped out of context, but it's funny.
Have walls in this Mr. Beast studio where they're all dry erase marker, where you can just write anything. So if you have an idea, you're like, oh crap, I don't want to forget it. So C1 has been working on this with me and the other guy, I don't know his name, and we're working on, like, as you can see, the intro, the hook, the money mechanic.
Oh god, it's a little too familiar here, except this guy's more violent. He has a battle axe, a frickin' gut sword.
This was my idea. I'm inspired by Mario because my kids love the Mario movie. They loved it so much they named my dog Mario. Hold on. Mario!
Bro named his dog after some milk.
I think I put that in my prompt as well. If anyone's ever seen Mario, they have the floating blocks. And I wanted to see how I can make an obstacle course with those floating blocks. I thought about it and I thought about it and I thought about it and I realized it's just impossible to make floating blocks in the air.
Yeah, well then what's this, liberal, huh? Got an answer for this one? Didn't think so. I can go on for days.
This is a picture that I drew for this idea. I've pitched my idea, they love it. They've set a date, they set a location, and now they have a new renewed budget for this video. 1.7 million.
1.7 million?
1.7.
That's too ass. But like what he's saying though, I can kind of believe it though, cause I ain't gonna lie now. I worked out at Mr. Beast Feastables factory. Not gonna lie. And that bitch smelled so good in there. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I worked out at Mr. Beast Feastables factory. It was pretty cool. Alright, you can see how the Feastables was made and stuff, but I wasn't really like looking at the Feastables getting made, but I was in the building. It was being made and they had some new ideas.
Million. Remember Sammy Jenkins. Do not forget this number.
So after all that, I'm feeling great. I got a verbal confirmation that I was good to go. Everything was perfect. I can talk about everything was literally perfect until I got home. And that's when everything started to happen. Unfortunately, we have decided not to move forward with your candidacy at this time. We really appreciate you coming out and vibing with us. We would consider you for a role like this in the future, but timing isn't quite right.
Bro failed the vibe check. That is actually tragic.
Maybe that's true. But then I started to think about it a little bit more. And I didn't want to let it bother me. So I said, hey, Dylan, that's a bummer to hear, but I appreciate the opportunity. Maybe another time, like you said, candidly, may I ask if I presented myself poorly or rubbed the crew wrongly in any way? Talking about here because I know I did.
Just like your first high school relationship, a man needs his closure, and they're hitting them with stuff like, it wasn't you, it's me.
Did not rub anyone the wrong way or present yourself poorly. We're going through some reorganization with the team and are limited on roles we have open for teams.
Sorry, we have no space to hire anybody. It's currently filled up by Chris Tyson and his entourage of minors.
But I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything at all. Not a single word until I saw this on Twitter. Just uploaded the most insane video we've ever done. Go watch.
Bear in mind, he didn't get paid for anything, and this is such a punch to the face for him, I imagine. Now, I'm not saying Mr. Beast knew. I don't know that for a fact, but this gotta hurt regardless.
Take a look at this picture. Take a good, hard look at this picture. Does that remind you of anything you've seen so far? Does it remind you of anything you've seen remotely close to it? Or does it look like the exact same thing that I drew? The exact same thing that I pitched? Everything.
Insert the Office meme here. They're the same photo. Like what?
His employees not only took the time to exploit me, to have me work for them under the false pretenses of a job that wasn't, that they weren't available or able to give at the time.
This scenario would be nowhere near as bad if Mr. Beast didn't use any of his ideas, but the issue is he sorta did. He sorta misled him into thinking he was getting a job and he didn't get it. And then he makes a wild claim, which if true is extremely disgusting for Mr. Beast, because because apparently Mr. Beast would do this and cycle a lot of people.
Many people go in and out, in and out. On my second day, there was like a different group that I saw the day before, and then they were on their last day, and then on my last day, there was a group of people that was their first day. You're trying to tell me you didn't have any positions? You didn't have any positions at all?
Imagine a hypothetical where every single person cycling through these rooms and studios is actually there under the same pretenses that he was. They're like offered a job, but nobody actually gets a job. They're paid in flights, hotels, false promises, and tears. And you know what? I was on this guy's side. He had the music playing. I was into it. And then he fumbled everything because you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
So please support your boy, and let's just hope I don't have to do a part 2. I am, though.
Yeah, he basically said, you random viewer watching, I got scammed, so now give me money.
1.7 million?
1.7 million?
If you remember that number from earlier, the guy actually made his GoFundMe 1.7 million. Yeah, he deserves the full budget of the video because of this, and he wants you to pay it. Mr. Beast and his team are low-key scumbags for taking his video, but come on, bro. You're using this situation to profit financially? I think you're the thief here.
Bro made a GoFundMe for 1.7 million. See what I'm saying? Niggas be lying, bro, but at the same time, if he did, if Mr. Beast did tell that man idea, bro, you gotta understand, like, you going to work for Mr. Beast, like, come on, bro. That's like if I go work for damn Smooth Geo or somebody like that and I got a fire-ass idea. And they get it first, hell yeah, he gonna be the first one to do it. Simple as that. That's how I look at it, but it is what it is, man. I see y'all in a couple of days.